All right, I've made this video so many times. So I'm gonna literally just go right to the fact. Everything tonight, what I could catch, I was at training my son at the baseball facility. So we just got home. It's 9:30 at night. We just got home. And he's not here. He just went up to his dad's to play his Xbox up there. Because he has his Game Pass hooked up there. So I thought I'm going to come home, I'm going to address this little bullshit, and I'm going to make some things clear with WTF, because we're going to get this straightened out today, and this is going to be the last time that I ever want to hear about this shit. There are two things, well, I mean, besides the Lord, my Lord and Savior, that you don't mess with in my life, and that is going to be my children and my money. You won't talk about them, and you ain't going to mess with them. But I'm going to call you out on your habitual lies yet again. I have not been in jail in over 15 years. So what you saw, sweetheart, was a expungement. They were pulling up old cases, which that one was a dismissal because they had the wrong person and they had to dismiss it. They had to dismiss the charges. I just went to get it expunged off the record completely, wholly, just completely wiped out. There was no jail time. So, again, you swore that I did a whole day in jail a month ago. You know it for a fact. Now, I don't know what your viewers think, but that's what I would call it. Then you said, hang on, what else did she say? It was a crime for me to repost a video on the internet that you posted. Let me tell you, you have a lot of enemies, and I don't think you realize how many people cannot stand you. And for the last few months, they've been looking you up on the deep dark web. I didn't have to pay a penny. Not a penny. And I wasn't on the computer till 2:30 in the morning, genius. If you heard what I said, I was on the phone until 2:30 in the morning on the phone speaking with three ladies that were just nonstop letting me know all about you, where you live, what you drive, everything. Everything. I didn't have to pay for nothing. So, again, what else was it? Which I do find funny. You can afford a high-priced attorney, but you couldn't pay your vet bill a couple days ago? And I like how you get that little timeline. Gotta have it by 4 o'clock. Gotta have it by 4 o'clock. And then it was, we're an awareness page, but, oh, that's okay. So first she said, you don't talk about Lisa Richer. We never talk about Lisa Richer, but that's all she's obsessed with. 2 minutes later, who is she talking about? Aunt Thaddeus' funeral. Then you said something about the R word, saying that I was okay with it. Okay, if you've got that video saved, because I took it down because I got tired of discussing the ignorant, nonstop, repetitive, revolving door of the R word. What I said was you guys are taking it way more serious than people that are actually have disabilities. And I don't like the word that you used. And that was disgusting. And then I find it so hilarious how everybody says, oh, she sits with her, so she must find it's okay. Oh, Boss Lady sits with Lisa, so she must be okay with her saying the N word and the R word and the word. What? Literally, I'm starting to think, I'm not even going to say what I think, but I will tell you it's going to stop. I have thick skin, but I will tell you that these ladies are just really wanting to release your stuff. But here's what's funny. These ladies have been sitting on it forever, haven't told anybody, and they told me. I sent a little collage screenshot to one person, and that person went and showed WTF. Do y'all want to know who she sits with? Because I knew this person was a spy the whole time, because she fucked up a few times. I'm not going to say how, but she screwed up, and I knew it. But do y'all want to know who she sits with? But again, also what she's doing by telling her viewers to go and mass false report me, that is gang mentality, and that is actually against the terms of services. And a few people that we know have lost their page for doing just that. So just a heads up, I know they sent that video over, so I would distance myself from her if you don't want to lose your page. And again, I'm not a bully. I'm not a bitch. I'm not anything. I'm actually a super, super nice person. But I don't like bullies. I don't like bullies at school. I don't condone it. I find it disgusting. I hate it. And I definitely don't like a bully on the internet. And the only reason why I laughed my ass off when I found out this about you is because you sit up here talking as if you are so perfect, that you have no skeletons in your closet, that you're the most perfect person ever. And you're going to sit up here and judge other people, but then say it's okay to lay on your back for 24 hours and do you know what. I'm sorry that you would be okay with doing that. Well, I will tell you, in working with addiction and recovery for this many years, that that is a trigger for a lot of ladies, and a lot of ladies that I know that were addicts, they had to do that while, to support their addiction. And they tried to do it afterwards and said it was a massive trigger, and that kept them from, because they had to relapse, because, in their brain, that was a gross thing to do, is sex work. So they just said it was gross and it kept triggering them, so they had to stop doing that and get an honest job. So again, it's supposed to be a recovery page or an awareness page, but you talk about anything but. And I'm definitely switching this to an awareness page. So I'm going to get away from these messy females who make shit up, who just lie. And thankfully, a lot of you know that they are lies. And that's all they have the premise to go on. I am curious about this lawyer thing, though. Are you filing criminal or are you going to file civil? Because if you do, and I will give you my current address, or actually I'll give you my P.O. box. You serve me with a cease and desist letter, you do realize you will never be allowed to say my name. You have to take all your videos down because it negates it. It'll be done. It'll be void. So think about that. And your lawyer will tell you the same thing too. But are you paying that before or after your vet bill? And I'm not going to discuss my kids with how we play around here, and that's not your business. And again, if I hear anything more about it again, I'm going to let that go. Anyway, but we're not going to sit and tit for tat about parenting whenever, like I said, you make how many videos a day and are on live all day long. And I make a 10-minute video once a day, if that. If he's at his dad's for that night, maybe throw in a couple more. But judge not lest ye be judged. All right, I've made